Hey, this is Mary with the 21 Convention. We're here with David Tian. He just spoke. That was a fabulous speech. I was there for the whole thing, and I had several questions, but since I only get a few minutes, I wanted to ask, what was a limiting belief?
Okay, a limiting belief is a belief that limits you from your potential. So it could be anything that holds you back, an insecurity. So for instance, a limiting belief would be, I'm too short for women to be attracted to me, or I'm too tall for women to be attracted to me, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, I'm too black, I'm too white, or whatever. That would be a limiting belief.
And how do you go about getting over that?
Well, you need to reflect on it and ask yourself, is it true that this is actually going to prevent me from attracting women? And if it is true, then you need to reframe the limiting belief so it becomes an empowering belief, something that will become a source of power for you to attract women and people.
Great. Well then, how important is it for you to use reason in your relationships?
Reason is important for you to understand why the emotions that you're feeling are there. So if you don't understand why you feel things, then you're going to be at the whim of the emotions. You're going to be at the mercy of your emotions. But if you understand why you feel these emotions, then that will help you get that first step into changing the way you feel. And eventually, if you ask the why question, you'll be able to unearth the deeper motivations or the deeper assumptions that you're having that cause you to feel a certain way.
And that brings me right into what about this contrast principle that you're talking about? I want to know a little bit more about that.
Right. To use the contrast principle, all you need to do is know what other people think of you as a first impression, what stereotypes they might have about you. So if you're an Asian guy in Australia or America, you can already know some of these stereotypes people would have of you. Right? And then you can go against that right away. So if they think that you're a pushover, you're really nerdy, or you're effeminate, then in your appearance you can look more masculine, you can be more dominant, more assertive, and then people won't think that. But then you'll stand out even more because what they're expecting is the opposite of what they're getting. Right? So that's the contrast that you're providing. The contrast is you, the way you are now, set against the background of the negative assumptions that they have. So it makes you come to the foreground that much more. You stick out and are more prominent that much more.
Yeah, it's a fantastic principle. So this is your first time speaking at the 21 Convention.
Yeah.
How are you finding it? How do you find the group of guys and speakers?
It's been great. They're very emotionally healthy, I found. I've been to quite a few Lair talks and all that, and I've just sworn off those because they're just asking questions that weren't appropriate. But here the questions were great. They had a great set of assumptions. The background was good. Like they understood the importance of fitness and taking care of yourself, of lifestyle. And they saw that dating was just one part of that. And that's really the best way to see it.
So I loved your speech, and if I want to find out more about you and your speeches and your talks, where would I go?
You can go to my main website, which is Aura Dating, A-U-R-A.
Aura Dating.
AuraDating.com. And you can also go to my blog, Asian Rake. Rake is R-A-K-E.com. And you can contact me through david@auradating.com.
Okay, great. This is Mary with David Tian at the 21 Convention in Melbourne. Bye guys, see you next time.